Hi, so this is the EMNI ES 2000 tick chart. So price started in a downtrend. You could have had that really early. Um, First I had it like this, but I got this set up right here off this entry point, and I decided that it was worth it because it is still 3 touches. So ultimately I just lowered it to here. Um, but anyway, so this first setup here, we have this uptrend, okay, or not like that. I have kind of a break, and so uptrend, break, new high. So this uptrend is played out, and you get an entry with the downtrend off the key entry point. It's the third bounce, good signal bar. If you draw this short-term trend line right here, closes out of it. So that's a really good looking trade right there. Um, then we go down. So now we have this downtrend, a break, expecting a new low inside the bigger downtrend, but there's no setup. If we could have gotten back to the EMA, then we could have gotten a setup there, but we never made it. So we made a new low for the short-term downtrend. And then we got a first entry short, second entry short, horrible bar above the EMA. If we had gotten like a first entry, second entry with a good signal bar right off the EMA, then I probably would have taken it for a one-to-one scalp. Um, so anyway, then we get a couple legs up to the key entry point again. Now we didn't reach the lows, and so if you can't reach the lows, then that is you are likely to break soon. Kind of like how when you get an overshoot, they often lead to a break. That's because it's like oversold and then it breaks. If it can't reach the lows at all, then that means there's not enough sellers to reach the lows, which means you could break soon, which we did. Um, but here, we bounced off the counter point, it held. Then we got a lower high, and then a failed second entry failed second entry long. So first entry long, second entry long, failure. You are expecting a new low for the short-term downtrend here. So that's one reason to go short. You don't need a perfect signal bar uh, because it's a failure. As long as it closes below the EMA, it's good. So downtrend, off the key entry point, first entry long, second entry long, failure, expecting a new low. Nice trade right there. So then we do break, and so when a downtrend gets a break, you can expect prices to make a new low. But it doesn't always do that, clearly. We just went into a range. So after we had this double top, I drew something like that right here. Ah. Um, but then I saw these wicks and I thought, it could be around here. But ultimately I left it like that for now. And so, I had it like this. And I'm waiting for a setup off the highs to go short because I didn't really want to buy because I was still expecting a new low for the downtrend. So I'm waiting for a short up here. Um, there's really nothing that great. Eventually we break out, but it just doesn't look that good. It's kind of just a gut trade, but uptrend is played out, breaking new high. You don't have room to the EMA to go for a one-to-one. You could have gotten like a point out of it, but I don't scalp for less than the size of the bar. So if I got in here at the end of the bar, or let me make this. Alright, it's gray, you can't really see it, but if I were to enter on the end of the bar right here, um, I would get out. Here we go. Let's set to 2. Sorry. Alright, so I would want to get out here for a one-to-one trade. I don't like taking anything less than one-to-one. A lot of times I go for 1-to-2. I can't stand risking, 3, 4, 5 times more points than I'm going for. So uptrend break. Now we have 2 legs up to a new high. We have a very convincing breakout. Big bearish bar. Um, Now there's not a whole lot of place to enter here. If you use a limit order, maybe, but you would have to go through the EMA, which I wouldn't want to do. So I didn't take anything around here. But eventually we faded back. Downtrend, break, new low. downtrend break, new low, goes into a little range, and I extended this to here by now because of this double top. And then, oh, I had this lower too, down to there. So here, we downtrend break, new low, and it's a breakout of these lows. And then we get a higher low back in. And so at this point, I've kind of accepted that we might not make a new low for this downtrend. You know, we've tried once, then we try again, again, and then we have a higher low going back into the range, and most breakouts do fail. So I thought that this was a pretty good trade to take. It closed right above the EMA. If it had closed below, I wouldn't have taken that. But it closed above, so I thought it was alright. You know, then that launched a huge rally. Right here. So now we have this big uptrend, a break, first attempt to make a new high, second attempt, and it failed. Now, this isn't that good of a trade to take. I mean, it's alright, but you would want this to close below the EMA. Like if this had made like a first entry long, second entry long failure below the EMA, that would have been good, because you want it to hug the EMA. Anyway, so we get a reversal pattern. It's not that good because it's above the EMA, but go into this downtrend, which gets an overshoot, and draw a new channel. There's nothing to really trade in here. And then we get a first entry short, and then second entry short, failure. So this reversal pattern is just too far away from the EMA. It's basically like two legs up. It's not that much like two legs up because you can still draw one thin channel through it, but you would want this to be off the EMA, just too extended, so you can't really take that. Then we do get a new high, trend break, first attempt to a new high, second attempt to a new high, and then we get a lower high, and then it reverses. This isn't that bad to take. I didn't take this, but because we have these two legs up, so first leg, second leg, and then on the second leg, the short term, we have a break, new high, so this is also played out, and then we get a first entry long, it's hidden, but you get first entry long, second entry long, failure. Below the EMA, reversal pattern, it's hidden reversal pattern, but it's still a reversal pattern. You can easily go 1-1 on this trade. It's 1-2, hold on, alright. 1-1. So, very nice looking trade. And then we start to chop, we just go back up, go back down, and then that's really it for the day. So I hope y'all learned something. Thanks for watching.